little bit of extra on your left side.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 10 Dead Rats, a Warhammer Fantasy and old school D&D mashup, where we debate high-minded topics such as is Max's beard even?
Experts say no.
I think experts are mixed. Is what I think.
Excellent.
Chime in the chat.
Please don't. We don't. This doesn't need to continue.
Oh my goodness. So, do we have any announcements for tonight? I don't have much. Suffice to say that the big bad is coming very soon, so that's forefront in my.
12 days?
What's that?
12 days? 13 days?
Yeah.
Gee, gosh, Paul, what's the big bad?
Oh, the Big Bad is a web series coming out on Wandering DM's channel. It will premiere on October 13th at 8 p.m. It is an actual play tournament-style game where several different groups of recognizable, possibly famous streamers will come and play the same 5th edition D&D campaign with me and Dan, and they will get scored and put on a leaderboard, and we will declare a winner at the end. There you go. For more information, visit wanderingdms.com/thebigbad.
Big bad.
If you're listening to this or watching it after the 13th, you can just watch it, right?
You could.
Oh, that's right. If you're watching this in the future, hopefully we're all still alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Max's beard might be longer or shorter, depending.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
it definitely
It could go
won't be
either way. That's the magic of free will, you know?
Wow.
I guess other things going on is we are continuing to talk about filling this lovely empty box on the right side of the screen here. So hopefully some news on that in the near future. And Colleen, do you want to talk at all about your project?
It's still in progress.
Okay.
It's yeah. Well, no. So I'm starting to record a podcast of my very own. I believe we did land on a name.
Oh.
Which is what roles we play.
Oh, you like that one? Excellent.
Which was a Paul Siegel suggestion.
Wow.
And it is a podcast about where the first hour is an actual play, and then the half an hour following is a discussion on GM tips and tools regarding how we played in that game, how you can encourage better play at your table, and what players did to further the narrative and story of said narrative-driven games. Yep.
Excellent. So we'll look forward for info on that. I'm sure that Colleen will keep us updated here at the beginning of 10 Dead Rats in the future.
No pressure.
All right, great. So, all that aside, let's get into our next episode of 10 Dead Rats. All right, so when last we saw our brave adventurers, 2 weeks ago now, sorry about the last minute cancellation last week, our group had finally gotten time to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with Elvira. Got a lot of interesting information about her and the organization known as the Red Crown. Some messages were delivered. A letter that Yeffi had been carrying was delivered and read together. Elvira and Yeffi together read Bruno's confessions of love.
Kept using that word, platonic.
Treated as not love. It was pretty clear in the message.
The group then decided that they wanted to go and investigate the old mines that Elvira was reputed to have... that Lady Etelka Herzen was reputed to have purchased. So they headed up into the hills towards those lands to go look for the mines. Discovered some old some various farmsteads, some of which appeared to have recently burned down as they got closer and closer to the sole remaining structure, the old stone tower that is reportedly where Lady Herzen resided. I believe that we had ended with the group poking around in the remains of one of those burnt-out farms and finding some evidence of goblins.
Goblins!
Goblins.
Goblins!
They're no
Hate those
mutants,
guys.
but they're pretty bad.
Yeah, weren't these like recent?
Did look recent. Some of the burnt timbers of the farm, of the old farmhouse, are still warm to the touch. Some of the tracks, some large wolf tracks appear in the soot here and there, look pretty fresh.
Can we tell where the tracks are leading to?
You may certainly try. How about a follow trail test there, Indigo?
Great, I have that, so how about it? Ooh, that's a good roll. 22.
Excellent. You can see that while most of the large wolf prints lead away from civilization, away from the farmsteads and away back into the woods, the surrounding woods of the nearby hills, you do notice that there are some goblin footprints you find that seem to lead up the trail back to the old, in the direction of that stone tower.
That's where they are.
What?
That's where the goblins are going.
Where?
Oh, okay.
That tower. Look.
How far away is the tower?
Just a couple hundred yards further up the road, so the road twists and winds amongst the trees of the hills here. You're getting fairly close to the black peaks. You can see them in the distance. So you've gained some elevation as you moved away from the town, and you're definitely feeling like you're out in a pretty rural space at this point. So the trees right around have clearly been cleared by the local farmers to make farmland. But the forest is really just pushed back just as far as the farmers felt inclined to clear for their crops. You can see that, so just a few hundred yards up the trail, it leads to this squat stone tower. It appears maybe to be 2 stories tall, round stone structure, clear nearing the top of the hill, or at least as far up the hill as you can see. No real clear space around the tower itself, so no farm surrounding that tower. It seems that the trees get pretty close to that structure.
And we've been following essentially this trail the whole time.
Well, this is the to be clear, not the trail led by not the footprint trail that Indigo has just spotted, but just the path. The road, if you could call it that leads from this cluster of houses and farms and whatnot back down into Grissenwald.
Okay, I see. And are we in the woods right now, or has it been clear up until this point?
The woods have pressed ever closer in as you've progressed up this path into the farmlands. But again, you're in the farmland. You're at a farmstead right now, so it's clear sort of as far. For an acre or two as you look around of land that's been cleared specifically for the farm.
We're trying to go up to the mine, right? Or are we trying to go to her homestead?
You were told that the mine was somewhere near her homestead. You haven't seen any evidence of it yet.
Okay, great. All right.
Why are the goblins staying in a tower? That's weird. That's strange, right? Are they like the woods and caves and such?
Are they going to stay in? They're not going to stay in the inn, tower, cave. What's a tower but a cave that points up,
Well, this was recent. Maybe they still have some people with them.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta follow this. We gotta find out what they're doing.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of soldier would I be if I let goblins just run amok in the farmsteads of Grissenwald?
I guess that's true. Goblins. I mean, you just gotta push them over, right?
That's bad.
Screw their
for
heads
everybody.
off. Yeah.
We don't want goblins.
No, yeah, we fought mutants. We fought that demon once. Goblins is going to be a real pushover. All right.
Maybe some of these farmers are in the employ, have jobs with the mine establishment with vampire lady. You know? Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
I've worked myself up to it. Let's go.
Indigo starts following the trail up to the tower, and I want to pull my crossbow out and have it ready.
Okay, great. So Indigo leads the charge up the trail, crossbow at the ready, followed closely behind by Yeffi and Bruno, I presume.
Indigo, wear me on your back. Wear this backpack.
What?
Like old times. Put this backpack on.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl in. Okay. Shh.
Okay.
It's our secret. That's where I hide. Okay.
Can I get in on this? Can I kind of just sit on your shoulders?
No.
Let me stand there. Yeah.
Bruno, you're too heavy.
There's not enough room, Bruno.
I'm not going to go in the bag. I'm going to sit on Indigo's shoulders, and then he can lead us up. And they'll be like, "Ooh, look at this super tall man with 2 heads." You know, it'll freak the goblins out, and then bam, 3rd head.
Yeah, and I'll stab you in the ass because that's the only way I can get out.
Well, I hadn't really thought through that part.
Yeah, it's all right. It's normal.
Fine, I'll just walk, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, we could trade off the bag, right? What if you just kind of tuck me under your arm, like football style?
Yeffi gives Indigo like a little kick.
Ball. Yeah.
Come on, let's get going.
Well, I don't know about that. I'll go. No, horse.
Ow, you don't have to jostle me so much. Jeez.
All right. Indigo, you make your way up the trail, hauling this heavy pack on your back with Yeffi squirming around in it, her head occasionally poking out from the flap to trade barbs with Bruno, who trails behind and continues to harangue you about riding on your shoulders. You see coming up, though, a large... you can see a sort of man-made little bit of a mound. As basically the trail goes up, and the ground is sort of cleared around this squat tower, which is maybe not quite round. As you approach it, you see that it's maybe more like hexagonal shaped. You can see the path leads up a ramp up onto this sort of mounded up earth, and it has a domed ceiling, domed roof over the top of it, and looks to be about 2 stories tall, made of local stone. And Yeffi, as you peer around and get a little peek at the stonework, it definitely strikes you as obvious dwarf make.
Oh, that's nice.
Whoa.
That's a nice dwarven tower again.
Oh, I hope it's not like the last one.
That last one sucked. Does it look anything at all like the tower on the river bank?
Well, yes and no. Right?
Okay.
So the tower on the riverbank is interesting because really it was 2 towers, right? It was the old foundation of an old tower, what remained of that, with a new one being built on top of it. All 3 of these constructions are ultimately made by dwarves who have a certain look to the type of thing that they make. But that's about where the similarities begin and end.
Okay.
Right. So the tower is sitting on top of this like weird mound thing.
Yeah, it's just like the clearly someone cleared the earth here. They probably leveled it off, and in so doing, kind of heaped it up to make a flat surface to build the tower on. So it's raised up a little bit.
Okay.
In fact, here, what I will do is, if I can, I will give you a picture in just a moment.
Great.
But it seems quiet. There's no movement around. No people. you know, it's I want to say it's like late morning, I think, or actually probably early afternoon because it took you a couple of hours of walking up from town to get here. Okay. But so you hear the sounds of the surrounding forest.
And at this point, are we past the tree line, or are we still really outside of the forest?
The forest is all around you, so you're following a trail which has clearly been cleared.
Okay,
and it leads up to an open space that has again been cleared to build this tower.
Okay.
Right, so where you have walked, where you have tread so far, has all been cleared of trees. But you can tell probably before the folk of Grissenwald came here, this was surely all forest.
Sure. Okay.
Great. Well, if it's goblins, we can catch them sleeping.
Yeah.
Do they think they're not
during
I think so.
So it looks a little like that.
Ooh, all right.
Like way squatter than I was imagining.
Yeah, it's only 2 stories tall, pretty squat. Again, it's not so much round as faceted because it seems like it's maybe a hexagonal shape, but it has this domed roof on top of it.
Looks a bit like a helmet.
You'll find that most dwarf structures look kind of like dwarven heads. You know, they're squat and short and domey. You know,
Sense.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And the tracks, Paul, lead up to the door? Where do the tracks go from here?
Give me another follow trail check. You definitely, earlier when you were in the farmstead, it looked like the tracks led in the direction of this building.
23.
Okay.
Damn.
You clearly see, as you've gotten closer, you notice that the tracks have increased. So it looks like a fair number of goblins have walked around here in various directions. They've walked up and down this trail. Some have walked up the ramp to the building. But you can see now that the trail that you're on, while it appears to lead up to the front doorway of this tower, that it also forks off and goes down a very small, a much smaller, almost hard to see trail into the woods. Where it's even less of an actual path, whereas the one that leads back down past the farms and into town feels like maybe you could ride a wagon on it. This little trail up the side is clearly like a footpath into the woods.
Okay. I want to take one of my crossbow bolts, and I want to stick it into the ground where this other path is.
Okay. I mean, now that you've noticed it, you can clearly see it. You're not worried about losing tabs of it.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Huh.
All right. Well,
do we want to go down the little path?
I want to check out the tower. I kind of want to check out the tower first, in case there are any goblins in there. We don't have any behind us if we go into the forest.
Kind of seems like the little path might lead to a secret entrance into the tower, though.
It looks like the path goes off into the woods, away from the tower.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this path? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, let's check out the tower. Yeah.
Yeah, we might figure out what they're using this tower for.
Yeah. I'll head up the
Let's do that.
Try to fight rats or whatever goblins do for entertainment. You know?
All right. So the
Rat
group of you
races.
head up the path to the front door of the tower?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, excellent.
Yes. Are we sneaking at all? No, we're just gonna. Okay.
You walk right on up there. You can see nice stone archway with a set of wooden double doors in it. Look quite stout.
Oh, this is mahogany. This is nice. That's a nice mahogany door.
It does look nice. It's well made. It's well crafted. It's carved with some nice looking designs. As much of the tower looks, the tower appears to be in good shape. Unlike other towers that you've investigated recently, this one appears to have been kept up, and it looks quite nice.
Is the door locked? No, we don't knock. They're goblins.
Yeah, we little I mean, we knock. They all come. We kind of kick them over. We squash them.
Don't underestimate goblins, Bruno. They're way more vicious than halflings.
No, I'm estimating them appropriately. I forget halflings.
You don't see.
No.
Let's see. You see 2 large rings hang from the front doors. You don't see any obvious keyholes. It could be barred from the inside. Don't know. What do you want to do?
I'll try to open the door.
Okay. You head up to one of the doors, and you give it a push, a solid push to push it open in. As you do so, it swings open actually fairly easily into a hall, a stone hall that leads sort of in towards the center of the tower, and you can see a lot of light spilling in from the hall. There are 2 doors on the left and right side of the hall before it seems to enter some kind of central courtyard, perhaps, of the tower itself, which seems to be getting a lot of natural light somehow. But you also notice that there is sitting in the hall with its back up against the wall is a goblin.
I shoot it.
And he appears to be sleeping.
Oh.
What do you want to
that's
do?
kind of cute when it's asleep. Look. Oh, it's kind of cute. Look how cute it is. No, look at his ears. Look at that.
I'm just glad the door was a push door, not a pull door. That would have been embarrassing.
That has foiled us and other adventurers on many occasions. I think maybe it's a nice goblin.
Indigo is gonna try to draw his sword and just like sneak up and just cut this thing's throat.
No,
Okay, great,
look how
great.
cute it is.
Give me a stealth roll. That'll be an agility test plus stealth if you have it.
8.
8. Okay. You go stealthily sneaking up to it as best you can. Unfortunately, you're not accounting for the fact that there is a dwarf strapped to your back who is perhaps not aware of the plan.
What are you doing? Why are you hunched over right now?
Oh God!
The goblin gives a snort and its eyes pop open. Christian, what I'm going to ask is roll against me in initiative, and if you win, you can possibly get it with a quick lunge of the sword.
Great. I got a 3.
Okay. Unfortunately, you don't win initiative. It leaps, it snaps up, and it goes, ah! Murderers! And it jumps up, and it goes rushing into down the hall into the central courtyard. What do you do, Indigo?
Now you scared it.
I chase it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go chasing after it. You've still got Yeffi strapped to your back.
Yeah,
Chasing after the
I've
thing.
forgotten about Yeffi
It's easy.
on his
Okay.
back.
You enter a large central chamber with rounded walls all around, and you can see there are hung along. So there are a couple different doors leading out from here, but hung in between them are large mirrors, which seem to reflect sunlight that seems to be coming in from up above. You can also see a stair on the right side spiraling along the wall itself. So you could go up to the second floor from this interior spiraling stair. Which is, let's see, where's my goblin headed though?
It's my blade. Nice.
We don't know. Tell us, Paul.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the goblin is possibly. Where's safety? Where's safety? Okay, so the goblin is rushing up the stairs. And yelling and screaming. So that's what you see, Indigo. What are you doing?
I'll keep chasing it.
You keep chasing it. Keep chasing it. Excellent. Yeffi and Bruno. Yeffi, let me start with you. Yeffi, are you doing anything as you get bounced along in the backpack? And here,
Yeffi is holding on for dear life.
excellent.
Very dangerous to play on stairs,
Indeed. In fact, as Indigo starts racing up the spiral stair that's on an interior of a round room, you notice there's no railing, and you can occasionally see the side kind of bouncing terribly close.
Nightmare.
Bruno, what are you doing?
This is why we all should have been on Indigo. Now I'm standing here alone. So are we? We came in like an entry hallway.
There was a hallway. There was a hallway with as you pushed open the double doors, or one of the two double doors. There was a hallway that was maybe 20 feet long, that then led to a circular room in the inside. So you feel like you went down this hall and then came into what you would assume is the center of the tower. So the tower is kind of donut-shaped, if you will.
Okay, so I've seen Indigo just chase this goblin right up these stairs, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
I walk at a reasonable pace up the stairs, since they're just weedy goblins. I'm sure Indigo can take them. These dwarves love mirrors. A lot of mirrors in these dwarven constructions. Check out how my my pumpkin pants are doing, because I forgot to change before we headed out on here. I thought I was heading right to the date. I didn't really,
They still look quite smart.
Yeah.
Excellent. So he goes racing up the stairs to the second floor. So the stairs basically go up a story. They basically make a half turn. They take up half of this circular space that you're in. And then they lead up onto a kind of balcony that overlooks that central interior courtyard. Along this balcony, the balcony continues around the other half of the circle. And you can see there are some doors, and when the goblin is rushing towards, comes up that way. One towards the second or third one along the way is where the goblin is rushes over to that door and starts pounding on it with his little fist. Wham, 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 wham. Murderers! Awake, awake! Indigo, what do you do?
I want to stab it.
Excellent. Go ahead and make an attack. You come rushing towards it. Give me an attack roll.
17.
Yes, you do stab it. Roll some damage.
5 points.
Excellent. You skewer the creature straight through its torso, and it lets out one last shrieking murderer, and expires on your sword blade.
Wow. See,
Yeffi.
Now you proved it right.
Yeffi, what are you doing?
That was never right.
Poking my head out of the bag, and she's looking around. Oh, that's good. I'll start to scramble out of the bag. Excellent. And get on the other side of the door.
Okay.
And try to put my ear to the door.
You scramble out of the bag, and you move, and you put your ear to the door. Roll me an intelligence test.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, that's not that bad, 16.
Okay. You can hear several creatures moving around inside, and you can hear some voices. Can't quite make out the words, but they appear to be goblin voices from the other side of the door.
Oh man, there's goblins over here.
Bruno, what are you doing?
So it spirals up, and then it comes to a landing. I'm really having trouble picturing what this looks like. So,
yeah. Let's see. Do I have a picture? I will try to scrape together a picture for you. Maybe no, it's not going to work. What can I do? So I'm going to use my words. I'm going to try and describe it to you, Bruno.
Right,
okay.
great.
Okay. So you came through a long hallway. You came into a central courtyard, right? So you're in the inside of a circular room that is floor to ceiling. So it's quite tall. It takes up both stories. this interior courtyard.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. As you look to your right in that round room, there are stone steps following the curve of the interior round hall. Those stone steps do a half turn around this interior circle, so 180 degrees.
Okay.
They more or less begin as you enter the hall and look into the courtyard. They begin at about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And then they circle around until about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
At that point, they level off and just become a flat balcony.
Okay.
Right? Flat platform. And along the platform, on the left side, are doors leading back into more chambers between this central courtyard and the exterior wall.
Got it. And there are no similar doors on the ground floor where we came in.
Oh, there absolutely were, but you all dashed right past them.
Okay, great. So Yeffi and Indigo are at one of the doors.
Correct. So they ran up the stairs, ran along the platform, skipped 2 doors, came to the third door where the goblin was pounding on the door, screaming its head off. Indigo stabbed it. Yeffi scurried past Indigo, further down the platform a little bit, stopped on the opposite side of the door, leaned her head in, and said, "There's goblins."
Great. See,
I'm
dang, I
smart.
got them all riled up into go. All right, I pull my stake and my mallet, my stakes and my mallet out of my pack, and I move over there to hammer the door shut, assuming it's a push or a pull from our perspective.
Yeah, that would be terrible design if it was a pull, because it would swing right out and knock you off this platform and down into the into the interior courtyard. That would be horrific.
The dwarves made it. I don't know what that's okay. So I pull out the stake and about, and I say that to myself. So pretty weird if they were probably pull, and then I test it out. All right, never mind. All right, I just pull my daggers out. Okay. And I stand a safe distance away from this crap Indigo has gotten us into due to his bloodlust. Excellent.
You are ready to go. Indigo, you're standing right in front of the door, having just skewered this goblin. It lies dead in a bloody heap before you, right in front of the door. The door pulls open, and you can see beyond a room, a fairly large, kind of rhombus-shaped room. So you're at the narrow end of the rhombus, and you can see far across is the wide end of the rhombus. And the room itself appears to be what was possibly once a very nice bedroom, although it looks like it's really gotten crudded up, because there are 5 goblins in this room.
Yeah.
And you can see there's a nice... there's a nice bay window on the opposite side that looks out onto the forest. But there was a nice 4-poster bed, but the bedclothes are all tatters. The mattress has been ripped open. Straw is strewn all about, and there are 5 goblins in the room drawing wicked-looking blades. And you can see that there are various bedding scattered about the room. Clearly, these 5 goblins just live here, and they rush open. So they pulled open the door, and a couple of them rushed towards you with swords drawn, swinging at you. What is your armor class?
4.
One of them strikes you. One of them cuts to the side, and you lean over to parry it, and give the other one an opening, who then stabs you for 5 points of damage.
Wow. Damn.
And you can see... some of the 3 other goblins in the room, 2 of them appear to be reaching for long spears, and one of them is lifting up a crossbow. What do you do?
All right, you green-skinned bastards, this is what you get for messing with the Empire! And I stab.
Excellent.
It's suddenly real patriotic.
7.
7 is not a hit. Yeffi, what are you doing?
Are they through the door?
They're fighting basically through the doorway. So Indigo is on the outside of the door, and they're on the inside of the door.
Okay. I'll get down real low and attack from the shadows, from around the corner, and get around and try to hamstring one of them.
Okay, it's a pretty difficult maneuver because they're really kind of fighting over the threshold of the door here.
Okay.
But I'm sure Indigo's used to fighting with you in this way. So let's see, what am I going to do? I need a little bit of an AC bonus for it being an awkward angle. Go ahead, make your attack.
Okay. Remember that my elbows bend the other way.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Standing on the side of the door. Yeah.
It's a 17.
That is a hit.
Let me get my sneaky. Does it count as a sneak attack, Paul?
Oh, I see. Let's find out. Let's see if they noticed you. They did not. Yeah, they're not expecting this. Yeah, you managed to get this.
7.
7 points.
7.
Are you attacking the one on the left or the right?
I think I'm on the left side of the door.
Oh, right. You went past. Sorry, the doors have been on your left side. If you passed Indigo, it would be the goblin on the right is the one you would be attacking. Okay. So you, so the two goblins are sword fighting with Indigo. You slink low, and then you leap up, and you actually catch one just under the chin with your blade, and it pierces right into his jugular, and he gurgles and dies immediately.
Wow.
Nice.
That's Yeffi special, I think.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Bruno, what would you like to do?
So I had to look this up, but a rhombus is just a diamond. Not really a distinct shape. You know, anyway. I had no idea what a rhombus was. I had to Google it. I had no idea what shape the rhombus is.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Bruno.
Okay, I maybe used the wrong word. What did I actually mean?
Oh man, now I'm gonna have to Google something
Count
else.
the sides, Paul.
Yeah.
How many sides do you have? Did even say?
Trapezoidal shape.
Trapezoid. Okay, wait,
Sorry.
that's a square, but a drunk square. I got
Well,
it. All right.
They're all drunk squares.
It's narrow on one side and long on the other, right? It's like a triangle that got lopped off at the top. It's a square that
2 parallel sides.
Yeah.
With 2 other sides that
I
are coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
right.
the wall that has the door in it is much shorter than the opposite wall.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
Got it. Now,
Forgive me for using my wrong. I'm sorry to have given you the wrong parallelogram.
Oh, man.
As well you should be, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Max, you want to kill some goblins?
I really don't, but knowing that they are just weedy goblins and we can easily take them, I would like to try to propel myself into the room.
Excellent.
Like kind of leap over the heads of the goblins to get beyond them.
Okay. Given that Yeffi has just killed one of the ones in the threshold, I will say it's not actually that hard.
Nice.
But I will. But there's a little bit of danger because you're on a narrow platform that has got no freaking railing that just falls back off into the courtyard behind you. So you want to make sure they don't you don't jump and they push and then you go tumbling over. So go ahead and give me an agility test.
Okay. Oh my god.
And we're just looking for an easy success here to slip into the room.
I rearranged my desk. I forgot where my dice were.
Oh my gosh.
4?
4 total? 4? Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh,
Yay.
this is not.
Okay. Roll me a So this is exactly what happened. You wait, you see, oh, there's my moment, you jump forward, and just as you do, one of the other goblins who is picking up a spear comes rushing in, and he's got a shield as well. And he immediately jumps into the space where the goblin who fell was and holds up his shield, and you rebound off the shield and go tumbling backwards, rolling towards the precipitous lip of the platform. Give me an agility saving throw to not fall into the courtyard below.
How do saving throws work?
All you had to do was roll above a 5 to not get knocked down and into the courtyard.
And yet here we are.
So saving throw is d20 plus your agility modifier and your level.
18.
Okay, great. So you go rolling over. You drop whatever you're holding, and you grab onto the lip. And so you're kind of like your upper. I'm gonna say all your shoulders and arms are like holding on, but your legs and waist down are kind of kicking off the back end of this platform, and it feels quite treacherous and unpleasant.
Every fight we've been in lately. I hope there's a big bale of hay beneath me this time.
Oh, unfortunately, all that's below you is the stone floor of the courtyard below.
Man.
I told you not to underestimate goblins, Bruno.
Damn it, Indigo.
I told you.
I told you that he looked cute, and then you killed him. And now I'm hanging off here. Oh, man. We have an obligatory camera cut to my daggers clattering against the floor, Star Wars, using the lightsaber style. That's a requisite shot, I think.
Indigo, the two goblins. So again, another goblin has pressed forward now, and he's got a spear and a shield. So there's that one, and the one with the sword in the doorway. There's one in the back behind them who's got a spear, and he's trying to lunge his spear over their heads at you. And then there's one all the way back in the room who's got a crossbow, and he's cranking it up. Now, actually, wow, both spear goblins have managed to hit you, which is shocking.
This is not good.
Very well.
You got my die here.
And they do 8 points of damage total.
Oh,
I'm at 0.
No.
Two hits.
No.
Excellent.
That's exactly as many hit points as I had.
Excellent. Please roll me a d8 and percentile. This is our critical injury.
Yeah.
You're going to take a critical injury, Indigo. We're looking for this. The d8 will indicate the severity and the percentile of the location. So how bad of a hit is it? 4. Okay, not terrible.
And
not the worst.
78 on the
Okay,
percentile.
so one of the spearheads has caught you in the elbow, and there is and it digs into like the cartilage of your elbow and your whole arm. You get like the worst sort of Charlie horse ever. Your whole arm goes numb.
Oh no!
Roll me a d6, Christian, and on a 1, 2, or 3, it's your sword arm that took the elbow hit.
Why do we keep
It's
trying
2.
to fight things?
It's a 2. So your whole arm goes numb, and you drop your sword with a clatter.
We're much better at the romance.
You just like can't feel anything from the elbow down on your right arm. Bruno.
No.
Meanwhile, Bruno, you hear a bang and look over and see the next door down the line has opened, and standing in the doorway is another goblin.
Why do we keep fighting things? Why? We shouldn't fight things. We only have one fighter.
Yeah, now he's dropped his sword right here.
The goblin is wearing what appears to be
con artists.
This goblin is wearing a very almost familiar looking powder blue dress, and it is wearing a silver tiara on its head, and it's holding a wicked looking jagged sword, and it comes stomping out the door, and it says, "Oi, you lot! What the hell's going on here?"
Well, I think that's my dress.
No, it's Etelka's dress.
Indigo, what are you doing?
I think we gotta get out of here.
Now remember, Indigo, with a critical injury, any more
Yeah.
damage you take will kill you.
And there are 6 goblins now, including this big one?
Well, 5, because you have killed one of them.
5.
Yeffi killed one of them.
Yeah. I think we gotta go.
There are 4 in the room, and the one in the strange dress that has just stomped out the door. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I look at Yeffi and Bruno, and I'm like, we gotta run. I'm sorry I got us into this. We gotta go.
Yeah, you can see Bruno's hanging on to the ledge, legs kicking in the air. Yeffi's doing all right. Yeffi's managed to just slit the throat of one of these goblins. What do you want to do?
I'll move towards the stairs and I'll keep my shield up to try to get everybody behind me, and I'll tell Bruno, I'll catch you from below. Just drop.
Indigo goes rushing back to the stairs, shield raised. Yeffi, what are you doing?
Yeffi's gonna back up and try to pull Bruno up off the stairs.
Okay, great.
All the meanwhile saying, "Oh, geez, well, we were just selling door-to-door cookies, and I can't believe how did we get here? And wow, that dress is totally last season, but you're looking good."
So you rush over to Bruno, and you grab a hold of Bruno, and you pull him up to safety on the platform. No roll needed. Bruno, what do you do?
Well, first of all, not to be contrarian here, but a trapezoid is actually not a parallelogram.
Oh my god!
They're actually different shapes, or types of shapes even. So, a bit more accuracy in the descriptions would be great.
Max, we're about to die.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get that one last thing in before we get killed by these fucking goblins. I mean, Indigo told me to drop, but I guess Yeffi pulled me up. I probably shouldn't jump. All right, I guess I run. I guess I run towards the stairs. I just run as fast as I can.
You're welcome.
Safely.
Okay.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay, we're running now. Did I just leave you behind? I
have shorter legs than you.
Okay.
Jerk.
You go. So Bruno, you retreat back towards where Indigo is. The goblins rush forward towards out the threshold and onto well, no. Let me think about what are they doing. The goblins in the room, weapons bristling, kind of stand at the threshold, waving their weapons threateningly at Yeffi, who's still on the platform. The goblin in the long dress comes shuffling out of the door onto the platform. You can see now that the dress is much too large for this goblin. Much too large. And it's got this weird glittering tiara on it, on its head. And you can see Yeffi now that it's also got strings of pearls around its neck. And it steps forward onto the platform. It reaches into its pocket, and it pulls out a compass and holds it up, looking at you. Not the kind that tells you north, south, east, west, but the kind that uses to draw angles so that it can determine whether or not this is a trapezoid or a rhombus. And it waves it at you, and it says, "Wanga de waka, Google baba, waka de woo," and then looks surprised when nothing happens.
You got the incantation wrong. Just saying. It's just a little off.
Indigo, what do you do?
I can help with that. It's by the diction.
Is there a clear path for Yeffi to get out?
At the moment, yes. If Yeffi runs on her turn, yes, she could get past the goblins.
We gotta go! And I'll keep running.
I have to.
Okay, you rush down the stairs. Yeffi?
I have to run past the blue-dressed lady.
No,
right?
it's further up the platform from you. It's at the next door. The next door, door number 4, along the upper story platform. You do have to rush past the doorway where various goblins are sticking out spears and swords and such, but they have not come out yet.
Oh, that's a toughie. I kind of want to know what's up with this goblin. At the same time, I don't want to die. Yep, Yeffi will scramble and run.
Okay.
Go get with Indigo.
Bruno?
The goblin in the dress spoke in Reichspiel at first, right?
It did.
I turn next to Indigo and hold up my hands dramatically. Your magic has no power over us, foul creature!
Oh, excellent. It looks shocked, and it stares dumbfoundedly at the compass in its hand, and then it scowls and he says, "Oi, well, go stab him then!" And the other goblins then all come tumbling out of the room and go rushing towards the stairs where you are. Are you standing your ground, Bruno?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I point at them and I shout in the same kind of gobbledygook that the goblin shouted in. In fact, I pull out my... what do we got here? Boy, a wide variety of things to choose from. Carrying around a lot of crap. I pull out my scalpel and I point at them and go,
Excellent. Roll me a fellowship test.
Gosh. 20.
20. Excellent.
Not natural 20, but...
Indigo and Yeffi, you two have raced down the stairs and you've gotten all the way down to the courtyard, and it's all well lit. You can see now, as you look around, that clearly the roof at the very center of that dome clearly has some panels of glass. So sunlight streams down, and you can see that there are a variety of mirrors hung on both the first and second floor of the interior of this courtyard, specifically meant to catch the sunlight as it comes through this glass and reflect it around. So it makes the whole interior quite light. It's actually quite a nice effect, and you realize that, like, oh, this would look really nice if it wasn't like full of goblins. And but however, as you reach down to the bottom of the courtyard, one of those the light from the mirrors is like dramatically illuminating the scene up at the top on the platform, where Bruno waves a scalpel and speaks a bunch of gibberish. And just a few feet from him is a group of 4 goblins with various wicked-looking weapons. And then a few more feet back from that is this strange goblin in a blue dress and a tiara holding a compass. And Bruno yells out this gibberish, and all 4 of the goblins with the weapons just hit the deck and like cover their heads. And they all just lay low, bellies to the ground. And the goblin in the dress is still holding up its compass, and it looks nervously at you for a moment, Bruno. Realizes nothing bad has happened, and says, "Oh, your magics are as powerful as Gutbag's. I do."
That was a warning shot, Gutbag!
Woogly wong, woogly woo! And nothing happens. Indigo, what do you want to do?
Indigo, I think, is just frozen in, like, I don't know, confusion. As, like, I think he was, like when he realized that Bruno was stopping at the top of the stairs, he, like, stopped, like, ready to go and grab Bruno and forcibly remove him, and then is just like, what the fuck? Why is this working?
Excellent. Yeffi, what are you doing?
I'm going back up.
Okay.
Yeffi's going to go back up.
No.
You head back up the stairs, Yeffi. Bruno, you reach the top of the stair where Bruno stands, waving a scalpel. Bruno, what do you do?
What are the other goblins who are on the ground doing?
Cowering.
They're still cowering. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment, they go after you, so we'll see what they do, but it's your turn.
Standing towards the edge of the platform, kind of judging where Indigo is relative to me on the bottom in case I have to jump mysteriously. Stay back, or I shall unleash even greater power, Gutbag! Fear strikes the heart of your subordinates.
Roll me another fellowship test.
Let's get lucky twice here. Oh, Jesus Christ. 5. So, ups and downs on the strategy here.
Excellent. The 4 goblins who are cowering on the ground carefully and slowly crawl back into the room from whence they came. And as the 4th one disappears into the room, there is a whoomp as the door gets slammed shut.
Oh my God.
Gutbag, however, stays where he is and looks at you, Bruno, and he says, I have Mistress's tiara and her powerful wizard robes. You are no match for Gutbag. Walla 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 wee. And again, nothing happens. Indigo, what are you doing?
I think, can I see where this goblin is from down here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very clearly. It's nicely illuminated. So you're down in a courtyard. He is up on the 2nd floor on this balcony with no railing. So very visible.
I want to, so my right arm is still, my sword arm is still, limp.
Yeah.
So
you're numb from the elbow down. It's just pins and needles all from your elbow to your fingertips.
Yeah, I'll drop
and
my shield.
As you look down, you see, blood is spurting.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going to have to deal with that a little bit.
Doesn't look good.
I'll put my shield on my back and pull out my spear that I have, and I'll just, line up, if I were to chuck this spear at Gutbag, I want to, line up the shot.
Okay. All right. Getting ready for a left-handed throw. Yeffi, what are you doing?
I start to twist and contort my body. And she pulls her elbow inside. She goes, you don't understand. He didn't cast on you. He's transforming me into a terrible beast. And I start to shift and twist like Ringu up the stairs.
Oh,
Oh, the pain! Oh, my bones are becoming rubber, and I can no longer be hurt by mere mortals.
Roll me a fellowship test, Yeffi.
$17.
Excellent.
wow.
Bruno, what are you doing?
I make sure to do an elaborate flourish as Gutbag gives his says his spell to cast it aside. And then I hold. I catch it on with it as Yeffi crawls forward. I jiggle my fingers over her. Yes, my creation, rise! Your mistress has given you only trinkets, Gutbag. Now you will be devoured!
My teeth, they grow!
The teeth grow! We're pretty good at this. We should look into this. Let's start. I think really. This is our true calling.
My ankle is going in the opposite direction of nature. I feel power surging through me. No power can withstand the mighty wizard of Bruno Nursnuffer. I don't know. You just come up with a different name. That's a fake code name, so you don't know what his real name is.
The great Bruno Nursnuffer.
Yeah.
The goblin. You see a moment he hurls the the compass onto the ground, holds up his sword in both hands, kind of wavers a little bit, and he says, "Oh no! Stay back! You keep your magical beast away from me, wizard! Tell me what you want! What is it you want?" And he's got his sword. He's kind of like defensively, like holding it up towards you, Yeffi. So the point is definitely pointed at you, but he's not like striking. It's clearly he's scared.
Oh man! All right, I make a motion as if pulling up the strings of a marionette to stop Yeffi.
Oh!
Excellent.
Oh, I'm at bay.
We
I will-
care
really
not
like-
for you, Gutbag. We seek your mistress, Etelka Herzen. Hopefully.
The mistress is gone. She's not here. She left this place to Gutbag. Gutbag now has all her magical things.
You lie, Gutbag.
No, it's the truth.
Oh, it is the truth, huh? All right. Well, where?
Why would she leave such treasures to you?
She missed.
Yeah.
Mistress left on great journey. She went to find barren pills. She wishes no more babies.
What? Are you sure you didn't mishear her?
Well, no, but Gutbag thinks she say barren pills. Up, she go to Norn River, and she find barren pills, so have no more babies.
I got it. He's an idiot. It's the Gnome River.
Could have been the Barren Hills.
What?
Could have been the Barren Hills.
Maybe? Gutbag,
Has
not
she
sure
tried
now.
abstinence? To say.
Very well, Gutbag. We will seek the barren pills as well to find her, and we will leave you now. As a merciful gesture, the great Bruno Nursurferus, or something like that, bids you be gone.
But my lord would also like your wonderful hat and jewelry. Now. Please. Oh, the pain! Oh, the spell is wearing off! Oh, I can't contain my anger unless I get a tiara!
He yelps, oh! And he just turns and he runs back into the room that he came from and he slams the door. Whoomp!
No! Ugh.
Well, we got the compass. I'll grab the compass and just book it.
Excellent.
I got my knives on the way. Get the hell out of here.
There goes my profit margins. Yeffi stomps back down the stairs.
Excellent. You quickly retreat from the the entrance of the tower back down the path a little bit and gather yourselves just out of sight of the front door of the tower.
Wow. Team, I have to apologize. I realized got us into a mess there.
But
Probably
we
should've-
crushed it. High five, Yeffi.
Yeah,
we-
great job.
Hey,
I guess.
Once we're back.
that Gutbag was scared. We had him scared. Imagine if we could do magic. We would have toasted those goblins.
Yeah.
Could you stop spurting blood on me for 1 second there, Indigo? I'm trying to revel in my success here. Yeah. It's getting everywhere. You know?
Maybe we should hire a wizard.
It seems like we don't need one. Seems like we kind of gotta,
Anyway,
you want me to-
Yeffi.
Well, I'm just cutting our losses here. We didn't quite get ahead there. I mean, other than some
got the
information, I
compass.
suppose.
We got the magic compass. I mean, not really magic, but
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm putting this down on my character sheet. I'm taking the compass.
Great, good. Good.
I mean, it's not
You'll be able to
Etelka's
measure
not-
angles anywhere from 1 to 180 degrees.
180 degrees. And that's enough to determine the accurate type of shape of any room.
Absolutely.
I mean, Etelka just left her stuff to some goblins.
She did. That's weird.
It's a little
Yeah.
strange. So
Well-
goblins could lie. I think goblins are liars in general. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Maybe not all
Yeah.
goblins, but
It was pretty
most
scary.
goblins.
We have the dress.
I think if we go back to the dwarves and tell them that greenskins have taken over their tower and Etelka has given the land to the goblins, they'll help us clear out the goblins. And then we can
Yeah,
take
I
their
think- They might be able to take back their mine because they just deal some goblins. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that doesn't quite tell us where exactly she went.
true. Maybe we can find
She
some
went to
clues.
the Barren
and-
Hills. I mean, that's
She
yeah.
probably went. I think she went to the Barren Hills, and he heard it
And
wrong
Barren
and thinks that
Hills
she
seems
wants Barren
unlikely.
pills.
I don't even think those exist.
I think it, but yeah. Okay. I mean, I
Barren
could say
Hills
like,
is pretty far away.
oh, why does she need Barren pills? She's got a flight of stairs right here. Terrible joke.
Wow.
I know. I'm so sorry to everyone.
Oh man.
I don't get it.
Even Gutbag wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
I know. Gutbag's a better person. But yeah, she probably went to the Barren Hills. I'm just saying.
Right.
Terrible joke. Terrible.
So I guess there's no reason to have even cut. Do you want me to look at that, Indigo?
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind, I can't move my arm at all.
Yeah, all right. The great Bruno Norciferon casts his healing spell. I like doing the voice. Nobody else I feel like we should keep it up. I'm gonna look into some wizard robes. I'm gonna mark this down. I'm gonna get some wizard robes. Put that right in my journal. All right.
This is where classic Warhammer 1 veers from the physician track to the charlatan track. Oh!
I mean, if you
All right,
need
I'm
some
gonna try to-
pointers on selling stuff.
I feel like the experience is what I'm selling, and I feel good about that. I'm gonna try to actually bandage up Indigo's arm.
Go for it. Give me a roll. Give me that surgery roll. You're looking for a 10 just to set it and make it okay, and with a 15 you'll give him some wounds back. 17.
17.
Great. You'll get the he fixes your elbow, snaps it back into place, stops the bleeding, bandages
Sorry
it up.
about that,
You get D6 plus 1 wounds back.
All right,
Fine.
it's the magic of science.
Oh, thanks. Oh, well, I'm going to have to buy a
All
new
right. New sword. Oh, did you drop your sword?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
You got
another
all
one on the boat.
yeah. You got a ton of weapons on the boat.
They're probably still back in their little house, their little rooms. We could probably just walk back in there and get it.
Eventually, they're gonna need to see an actual powerful magic spell cast, and that's where we're really gonna
We could
run into
just-
trouble.
You could just reflect light at them from the mirrors. I saw it on the streets.
They're
all
probably
stores
pretty used
at one
to
time.
that.
I mean, I do have this spear, so I'm not totally
What?
without weapon. We could just go back in there.
You know, I could also make things disappear. Oh yeah, I saw this really good trick on the streets one time. You get some balls, or some nuts, and you just are like, where are the nuts? And then you're like, boom, no nuts. And people are like, what? I don't know. Just here's more money. And you're like, yeah, raking it in. It works really well. Teenage years,
I don't think the
Yeffi's
goblins
life.
would give us. I don't think the goblins would give us their money.
I feel like we might be pushing our luck on the fake magic thing. Although I do like
Man,
this idea.
why didn't I think of this before? Man, I think I was just too stunned by you waving around your scalpel like you're a wizard. I wanted to see if it actually did something. I got excited, but then it
That
did
would've been
nothing.
nice. Sadly,
Yeah.
it only seems to cut. I kind of regret purchasing it because it's just a knife, Sort of. I kind of feel like I was maybe I feel like I was maybe conned by infatuation at the time, and it's like a small knife. It's worse than my regular ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb purchase. Let's go, shall we?
Anyway, now I'm going to wave this compass around and use that as my magic implement.
Okay. That sounds smart. I like this idea.
So,
Yeah.
as far as real smart ideas go, I kind of like going back to tell the dwarves. Dwarves hate goblins, right? You hate goblins, right?
Do.
Yeffi?
Yeah, except for that one little cute goblin we met that one time who got eaten by a demon. That was except for he was actually kind of an asshole.
It was
I
a shame.
don't like
He didn't really
him.
deserve to
Sorry.
get eaten straight to the bone by a demon, but
Yeah. His little three-legged skeleton.
I don't know. I mean, the demon ate the crap out of him. He did not leave anything behind. That's
I just felt bad. I don't like goblins, but I also don't like seeing people in cages. So I was a little torn. I didn't like how they were treating him.
Yeah.
The same
These
time.
goblins are just out in the open, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty dumb. Let's go tell the dwarves.
Yeah.
Get some
Let's
rest
tell
for
that
Indigo.
drunk dwarf, probably. Yeah. All right. Great.
You don't have to tell the drunk dwarf. We just find another one.
Oh, it seems like he'll get everybody fired up, you know?
I think we don't tell that guy. I mean, we can tell that guy, but we should tell other dwarves too.
All right.
Yeah. But I can help you with that. Do you want to learn the ball trick? The ball trick? It's good stuff, Bruno. I could show you.
I feel like waving the scalpel around seemed good enough, and now that I got this compass, it's going to look real good. I mean, look at this. You know, that looks magical.
All right, you know what? I don't know why I try helping you. Never mind. You're
That
right.
looks like a map.
Yeah.
Chomp, 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 you know?
Let's go.
Okay, so you have this conversation as you walk back down the trail, past the farmhouses, past the burnt-out farmhouses, past the regular, normal-looking farmhouses, and by around supper time, you finally manage to make your way back down to Grissenwald, and you can see the tavern starting to light their lights. Street lights are starting to be lit. But as you approach the town, this, of course, before you enter the town, there is the little shanty town just outside the walls. And that, too, seems to be full of life, mostly of dwarves moving about. There's some going in or out of the gate into the town proper. It seems more coming out than headed in, back into the little shanty town. What do you do?
Every town. Okay, sorry, bud. Yeah.
What do we want to? How do we want to swing this? You know.
I guess we could go talk to the barkeep, maybe. Probably knows everybody, right?
Yeah. He was a dwarf, right? Everybody here was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Everybody here is a dwarf. We could also just find a platform. We could just find a platform. We could just tell everybody.
So as you come through the little shanty town, it does seem mostly like what you're seeing are domiciles, right? You're not really seeing. You remember that you did go to a tavern with that one dwarf, although you went. It was like there was a human bartender there. It wasn't like a dwarf bar.
Are there any guards around here?
Yeah, there's town guard, town militia. Yeah.
Are they dwarves?
Again, no. So, sorry, you mean around here in the dwarf shanty town? No, there's not.
Yeah.
The shanty town appears to just be dwellings. It's where the dwarves live.
Okay. So maybe a platform is the right idea.
Platform.
I want to start. Well, they do that. I want to start asking around to see if I can. I want to ask around if there's like a foreman, an old foreman from the mine that I could talk to, or something like that. Start asking people if on the street.
Roll me a gossip check.
Great. 11.
Okay, so you start as you start heading through the dwarf shanty town. You look at some of the dwarves, and you notice again. It seems like some of them the traffic seems to be mostly moving out of the town into the shantytown. You get the sense that that some of these dwarves must have some form of employment in Grissenwald proper and are leaving now to come back home to their little rough shacks out here in the shantytown. You stop a young dwarf woman who you learn is named Valeriga Ironaxe, and you ask her. You ask Valeriga of if there's some kind of foreman or leader of the dwarves, and she says, "Oh, aye, there's Gorham Greathammer, the old prospector. He's sort of the clan leader."
Oh,
you want to go and speak with him? Yes, of course. Come this way.
Thank you. Guys, I found who we need to talk to.
We've got a barrel upturned already.
Hold this box. All right.
Yeah.
What?
Working on the ball trick.
Sorry, if you want to do your shout at everybody thing, you can do that.
Valeriga leads you down a side street to a fairly long wooden building with a stout door. It's quite low. It's clearly built for dwarf size. She bangs her fist on the door. The door swings open, and as it does, you can see a bunch of smoke kind of spills out of the door as soon as the door opens up. You can see that within is a long hall, and there's sputtering torches and moth-eaten wolf skins thrown about. And the room is incredibly smoky. And you hear a voice shout out from within, "Well, come in and stop all that coughing."
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Is it like fire smoke or tobacco smoke?
It seems to be both. There seems to be tobacco smoke mixed with like torch smoke, just a lot of smoke.
Great. I'll duck my way in.
Okay, you duck in. Yeffi, I assume you're following along. Yes.
Yeah, once Indigo actually said that there's someone to talk to, we gave up on the barrel. I don't know if Bruno did, but if you're like, oh, okay. Shuffle along.
As your eyes adjust to the dim light and you peer through the thick smoke, you can see towards the back of the hall there's a large stone chair, and in that chair there is a rather old-looking dwarf, sort of long gray beard. He's wearing a heavy leather apron, it appears, and he's flanked on either side by a pair of dwarves to his right and to his left, who clutch pickaxes or hammers or other sort of tool or weapon. It's not quite clear. It certainly looks deadly. And he peers at you as you come in from the other side of the hall, and he says, "Well, what do you want? I ain't got all day."
Oh, yes. Sorry, sir. Good evening. Indigo, like, still crouching down, like, pulls his helmet off. We were, me and my friends here, we were investigating the old tower up the way to where the mine used to be. We're after Etelka Herzen. We heard she might be around here.
When you say Etelka Herzen, all five dwarves spit.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, she's not there anymore, but we discovered that the tower has been given to a bunch of goblins.
What? He leaps up out of his chair as soon as you say that. Leaps up out of his chair. Goblins in my tower. I mean, the tower.
Yeah. A whole bunch of them. One of them dressing up in human clothes, pretending to be a wizard. We figured you'd want to know they were about to attack. They were attacking the nearby farmsteads.
Stupid Grissenwalders. They won't listen to us. We told them of how she swindled us out of our mine. But would they listen? No, it's a fair deal, they said. It's a contract, they said. But clearly she was after her gold. And now this. Goblins! And they all spit again.
Just keeps hitting Bruno's shoes.
It just doesn't seem right. Bunch of goblins in a good dwarf tower.
No, it's wrong. That's wrong. They should be put to the sword. Aye. Put to the sword.
Yeah.
Filthy
Yeah,
goblins.
What?
Oh, they're so gross.
Sword, yeah.
I don't like them. Yeah.
Well,
You should do that.
We should do that.
yes.
Yeah, we should do
yes.
that. Back the
Let's
mines.
go do that right now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Get the torches.
Let's go.
Get your axes.
Get the torches.
They start stomping out of the hall, and they're just shouting, "Get your spears! Get your torches!"
Yeah.
And soon, like a lynch mob of dwarves has formed up in the
Yeah.
in the
Get those
streets
goblins.
and starts marching
Right.
up the path, up the hill.
Going-
It's evening.
going
It's starting to
like
get dark,
Gaston.
but they've got torches and
Yeah. They
Yeah.
seem all
Yeah.
hyped up right now. It seems like it's now or never, you know.
Yeah, Man, I hope this isn't another. I'm getting too far ahead of myself with killing these goblins. I really thought we'd leave in the morning.
Look, we basically had them last time.
As you find yourself kind of swept up in this march right back the way you came again, the third time you've walked this hour or two walk up and down this hill. Valeriga actually comes up to you, Indigo, and she grabs your elbow, which kind of hurts because it's bandaged up. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I appreciate who brought this news to us and to Gorim, but that's a stout tower. It's well defensible. They don't stand a chance. You're going to get them all killed.
I mean, to be fair, we only found 6 goblins in the place when we went in last. And they seemed pretty incompetent.
But all
There
they have
might
to
be
do,
more, and there were signs of wolves, but
all they have to do is bar the doors and climb the roof, and they can shoot arrows and throw pitch upon us. It'll be a massacre.
Kill the beast.
well, Bruno here, right, has convinced these goblins that he is a powerful wizard, right, Bruno? Right?
I pull out my compass. Yes! Chunk, 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 chunk.
Oh, and
Maybe we could
when the goblins
keep the doors open.
see this mass of dwarves coming up the path, will your magics prevent them from barring the door?
In theory, yes. In actuality, they will not. No.
But
If
Well, we
I
need a
had
plan,
magic,
don't
they probably
we?
would.
we need a plan. Yes,
That's an interesting
something?
point. Yes.
I was just
I
kind of
hate
hoping we could
goblins.
overwhelm them.
I hate goblins. That was a good plan. Hating goblins was kind of the plan. How fired up are these dwarves right now?
Quite. You're in a mob. You don't know, like maybe a dozen, maybe 20
Yeffi's
dwarves
super in it.
who are.
Yeffi's like, yeah!
Yeah. Yeffi's making friends. Hard to tell
Give me that
Yeffi from the
pitchfork,
rest of the
that's
crowd now as they go out. Somebody hands Yeffi a
God.
torch. Yeffi's holding a torch.
Well, maybe we can race ahead before the goblins see you, and we can keep the door open,
Oh yes,
and then you can just march right in.
Yes, that's a stealthy group up front to hold the door. Yes, this a good plan.
Good. Or we
guess
could try to
that's us.
stop the mob and tell them that we need a plan.
We could, She looks around.
Stone doesn't burn, but goblins do. Let's torch it. Yeah.
We'll get our gold back. We'll get our mine back. Death to Etelka! They're shouting.
Seeing a lot of young Yeffi today. Party time Yeffi here, huh?
I think we gotta go ahead. I don't know if we can calm this mob down, Bruno.
Damn it! Damn it! Wait, well, let me hop on your shoulders finally, huh?
Okay.
And I try shouting in Kozilid. Brothers, wait!
Okay. You shout, brothers, wait, and somebody else finishes in Kozilid. Till we get there and kill all those stinking goblins! Yeah! Woohoo!
Yeffi!
What? I'm all hopped up. What is it, Bruno? What do you need?
Fine.
What do you need? Do you need something?
Let's go ahead. We started this. Indigo, you're getting everybody all riled up today, you know? I told you that goblin was cute, and ever since then it's been downhill with everybody.
Sorry, I get kind of pumped when I'm around my people. It's
That's kind of fun. Now, I admit, I'm liking the mob kind of vibe here, but yeah, this lady dwarf is right, and they're all gonna die. So,
that's not good.
Well, what if we push ahead, if we run? Yes, we'd run up to the gate, and we break it, or at least steal the bar, such they can't hold the gates shut.
Yeah. That's a good
I
point.
mean, if the mob gets into the tower, then surely the goblins will all be killed, and that'll be great. But just, if they bar the door, you saw the tower. There's no windows or anything on the first floor. It's very defensible.
that's true.
It's good work. My uncle designed it.
We just pushed the door open, but I guess we showed up during the day when the goblins were asleep, and now it's night.
Well, it's this isn't a fast-moving battalion you've got here. They're gonna see them coming. Surely the goblins are gonna see us coming.
Okay, so we run ahead, we just take the door down, we just bust it, we take it off its hinges. Yeah.
Yes, that's a great idea. Oh, well, I'll get a hammer, and we'll just knock the pins out of the hinges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Go get your hammer.
I'll get it. I've got it.
Okay, go get it.
Someone here has a hammer. You give me your hammer.
I mean, I have a hammer. Okay, all right, we got a hammer. Sorry, we're all loaded up on hammers.
All right, let's go, shall we? Let's go.
Do you want to stay with the mob, Yeffi? Are you all mobbed up? Do you want to?
Well, it's pretty exciting. I'm just saying. I can get back into that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can get back into that when they show up. It's fine.
All right, you sure? I don't want you to miss out on this moment with your
Bruno, I'm coming.
Your cultural moment here or whatever. Okay, all right, let's do it. Oh, well.
All right, so you
do I have to
three
ride in the backpack this
and
time?
Valagira go running.
She's coming with us.
Go running. She's got her hammer. She's ready to. Yeah. The four of you go running up the path ahead. A couple of the dwarves notice you going and give shouts and they're gonna have all the fun without us. And a couple of them give kind of half-hearted runs to keep up with you, but they don't really. And they kind of fall back, and you can see that this, as you start to progress up the path, you get an impression of what Valagira was talking about, because you look back and you see this 20 or more dwarves carrying, shaking weapons and torches and just slowly making their way up this path, and you're like, yeah, every farmer is going to see them 2 miles away. You remember now that all that land just before you reach up to the tower has been cleared for farming. It's going to be very visible. So you go kind of pick up the pace, and you lightly jog, and the four of you eventually find yourselves gaining quite a bit on the mob of dwarves. You find yourself back in, eventually back in amongst the farms, and you can see the couple of burnt-out farmhouses. And now it's quite dark, so the sun is fully set at this point. It's quite dark. Unless one of you has a light source, you're just kind of going by the light of the moon.
I have a lantern.
I think we should go dark, right?
You want to go dark? Yeah.
Oh,
Go dark.
Boy,
Yes, go dark.
really gets you drunk with power just inciting a mob, though, right? Okay. I kind of can't wait to get back into it. Really, yeah.
Bruno, how do you do this? How do you come up with a series of terrible ideas and just sort of rebound and make it all work out? This is stressful.
Well, it's because all my ideas are good. Did you see that magic thing? Did you see how that saved us?
That was good.
That was spur of the moment.
I can't.
That's all. That's all the stuff. Yeah.
I'm ready to drink a whole keg and just light this thing on fire. Let's just get
different
started.
opposite order, reverse order. Light the fire, then drink the keg. Yeah, but yeah.
As the tower comes into view, Yeffi and Valagira, who both have good dwarven vision in this dark light, the two of you can spot that there are clearly now two goblins posted in front of the front door. And you can see some light, some torch light coming from the upper story of the tower.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Valagira, this is what we're gonna do.
Aye.
See how the tower's right around those woods there?
Aye.
There's some low shrubs. We're gonna get in some low shrubs, and we're gonna slink real slow up, and then we're gonna stab both those guys. We're gonna pinch them.
Okay.
You ready? You ready to do this?
All right. Sure.
Okay, let's do this.
Valagira, are
What?
you like a trained combatant? Is she like a fighter or maybe?
I'm a carpenter.
Yeah.
She can see 2 feet in front of her. That's what I'm talking about. All right, fine, Bruno, you do it.
I'll go,
You're good at
yeah.
stabbing. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Bruno, you get in the bush.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
So Indigo and I will come up.
Mob.
We'll come up later after you give us the all clear.
Yeah.
All right. I've got my hammer.
I got
I'll
my
be ready.
crossbow ready.
Great. Okay. I regret this mildly now, but let's do it. Okay.
All right. So Yeffi and Bruno go skulking up towards the door. Both of you give me stealth checks, which is agility
We're
test.
gonna get some bush. We get some bushes.
I'll give you a little
Pretend that we're
camouflage.
bushes.
Little camouflage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are we putting bushes on us?
Well, I am. I don't know if you are.
Great.
That's what Yeffi wants to
That's
do.
perfect. No, I got my collar is just completely full of branches now.
Excellent.
Tripal, what are we rolling again?
Agility,
Agility, or what are we doing?
agility test plus any stealth bonus. I'll give you a +2 for it being nighttime and thinking to do a little camouflage.
Okay, cool. 21.
Nice.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. So the two of you skulk up on either
actually
side
okay.
of the path, kind of keeping closer to the woods with your bits of brush on you, or would you rather both be close together on the same side? Or are you pinchering?
I think we're pinching, right? We're gonna get both
Okay,
guys.
so you're on opposite sides of the path, but both kind of keeping close to the brush and the trees so that your camouflage helps. And you move up, and you're now within a quick, like a 1-round rush at the front door. Now, of course, it's a little ramp, and you're gonna have to like rush out into the open to get there in this last go. But so far, you've managed to get this close, unseen. You can see now that the two goblins standing at the front gate, the one on Yeffi's side is holding a crossbow, and the one on Bruno's side is holding a spear, and they seem fairly alert. And they've got a stick shoved into the ground like a staff with a torch lashed to it, so there's a little bit of pool of light around the front gate here, and they're looking around suspiciously.
Okay.
Plan's the plan.
No, that's fine.
And you can
It's
hear
just like-
now, as you get close and you're getting ready, and the two of you are ready to leap forward, you hear distantly, off somewhere from the woods, the faint howl of a wolf.
That's not good.
All right. So the two of you rush in. I'll start with Yeffi. What do you do? So you guys basically, we're not going to roll initiative. You get a round. You're within one round of just running in onto the door to the goblins or whatever it is you're going to do. Yeffi, what do you do?
I'm gonna run up there and surprise, sneak attack him. Just get the guy.
Just rush it right in. Just boom. Come rushing in with the blade at the guy with the crossbow. Give me an attack.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get to that weird sweet spot where I know the light is going to be blinding them because their eyes. Because I'm in the dark, right? Mm-hmm. Outside of that ring of light.
Oh.
I know Yeffi's not this smart though, but like,
yeah, usually it's that if you let me put up the. Again, if you remember the tower, the approach to the tower, there's this little bit of ramp to get up there.
Yeah.
Right? And it's fairly open. So it's not like you can sneak behind them or around to the sides, because you're going to have to go up this ramp. But use the light to your best advantage, and you've approached stealthily. So because you can basically close with them in a single round of running, and they're not aware of you, you will certainly get the sneak attack.
Okay, cool. All right, so what Yeffi's gonna do?
Go for it, Yeffi.
I've been rolling all night, and now, okay.
What'd you get?
15.
That's enough. That's enough.
Nice.
Oh my god! I was like, looked at the number, and I'm like, oh no. 12.
Yeffi comes just sliding up out of nowhere, just drags her blade across the throat of the goblin. Yeffi, as you do so, the goblin just silently twists and falls and slumps to the ground. With your last bit of momentum, just where are you headed? Are you trying to stop and be here in front of the gate, or are you just pushing right on through the doors?
I'll stop at the gate. I'll slink down with his dead body, and I'll just huddle underneath it.
The other goblin has clearly seen this, so like you, and you just it drops, and the other goblin kind of looks surprised in your direction, and then Bruno does what?
Yeah, take a minute to appreciate how cool that looked.
Yeah.
You know, damn. All right, then I run up and try not to fuck this up. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I just charge up. Bruno, desperately trying to match whatever Yeffi had done, and take a stab at him.
Okay.
Weapon skill. All right, here we go. Oh, natural 20. Yes. Oh man, this is Bruno's day. Damn. Oh, that's right. I only deal 1d4 points of damage, of course. Oh my god. For a nice 4 points of damage.
Which is enough to kill that goblin.
Oh
yeah. So
anyway, just shot.
Bruno and Yeffi rush into the gate, silently take out the two goblin guards. They slump to the ground. Both the two of you take a moment to take in how surprisingly badass that was.
everything in Bruno to not shout out in success. Like, yeah!
Excellent.
I love this moment. I'm taking the goblin's crossbow. I'm like, eh.
Excellent. As you stand there for a moment, Indigo and Velagira come jogging lightly up the path.
That was so cool! You guys are so cool! That was great! It took me a second to get, I love this. I know, that was so cool! Did you see that?
Wow.
I can't believe it. Damn, incredible. Let's high five again. High five again. Yeah. Should we hug? Let's hug. Yeah.
Okay.
I give
No,
a really,
no, I'm not-
like a really like bro pat on the back as part of the hug.
Yeffi takes it the wrong way. Oh. All right. Okay.
Excellent.
I knew we were better at the romance plot lines than the fighting stuff.
So Valagira has a hammer and a chisel in her hands, and she comes up and she says, I can take down the doors. It's going to be quite loud. Should I do it now?
Should be.
How close is the mob?
You look.
You hear wolves.
Yeah, they are not in sight. They are not in sight at the moment. As you stop for a moment and look, you think maybe you can just make out the twinkle of a torch down the road a ways, maybe a half mile away. And as you stop and hesitate for a moment, you hear closer the howling of a pair of wolves now.
We should just do it now. Yeah.
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 All right. Get it over with.
Do you do both sides? Someone else with a hammer?
I've only got the one. I'll have to do one then the other. She heads over. She heads over to the first door. She sets the chisel against the pin. Says, "All right, here goes." And then, ting, 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 like it's just really loud, just metal on metal, like hammering, kang, 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 and sure enough, the pin kind of starting to make its way up and jimmying loose. What do you guys want to do?
Can
I'll be able to
Yeffi
look out.
take the? Yeah. Can Yeffi take that crossbow off the goblin that she murdered, and kind of skimmy down off the ramp outside of the rim of light, so that she's now in the dark with her dark vision, and she's also going to wait. But she's going to have cover of darkness, like Batman, and hold her crossbow ready.
Excellent. Indigo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand in the light and just protect Valagira.
Excellent.
Also with my crossbow out.
Bruno?
You're standing in the light. Okay. I'm gonna go back down to where we found that little side path and wait there and try to hide in the woods. I'm expecting the wolves or something to come from that side path. So
Okay, you stop there. So you're Bruno's positioned on the path. Yeffi, kind of closer to the main road back down into town, but out of the light, or really just outside of the light radius of the thing at the bottom of the ramp. So Bruno's a little further, closer to the woods. Indigo standing in the doorway as Valagira knocks out another pin. So 2 pins have come out. The door crashes. One of the doors crashes to the ground, and Valagira says, "Well, at least they definitely can't bar it now." She goes to turn to do this to the other door, and as she does so, Indigo, you see in the corridor, down the corridor into the courtyard, you see 2 more goblins appear, and the dim outline, the dim shadowy outline of a 3rd goblin standing behind them, wearing long flowing dress and glinting diamond tiara.
Oh gosh.
Roll me initiative, Indigo.
Sure. 1.
I always give ties to the players, so you actually get to go first. Because
Nice.
I
nice.
Unbelievable. I want to shoot one of these goblins with my crossbow.
Go ahead, give me a ballistic skill.
16.
That is a hit.
Crossbow is a D6, right?
Correct.
2 points of damage.
Thunk, twang, the bolt hits true, and you hear the goblin yelp in pain. Yeffi, you hear the shout from within.
Oh no!
What do you want to do?
I'll come back to assist and cover Indigo.
Okay.
Indigo.
Okay, great. You rush up. I think you had the goblin's crossbow, correct? All right, so you have that in your hands. You're rushing up to Indigo, and from that point you can see the goblins in the courtyard. Do you fire?
No,
Okay.
because then Indigo and I both have to reload at the same time.
Excellent. Excellent. Bruno, as you're Bruno, you hear some muffled shouts from up in the direction of the tower. What are you doing?
How far am I from the tower here?
I'm gonna say maybe 60 feet.
Okay. Do I hear? I cock my ear out to listen for wolf howls again. Do I hear anything?
Yes, you do. You hear wolf howls. Not only do you hear wolf howls, but you hear shouts now. Shouts that sound like both goblin shouts and the sound of the dwarf mob.
Uh-oh.
From the same direction, or
you're not entirely sure. It's hard to say.
shit. Oh man! All right, I take one quick glance back, and then I run back down the path towards towards where I think the dwarves are coming from.
Okay, great. You go rushing down the path towards the dwarves. It doesn't take long actually before you see the mob coming up the path, and you can see they're coming up kind of in between where all those burnt out farmhouses are. And as you come around and look, you see emerging from the woods and from those husks, those burnt out husks of farmhouses, you see a good number of goblins, some of which appear to be riding wolves, rushing towards the dwarves. And the dwarves seem to possibly be unaware, at least at the moment. They are shouting and chanting the same nonsense they've been shouting and chanting the whole time.
Man. I shout a warning at them.
Okay,
wolves!
sure. Yeah.
Wolves!
You shout
Goblins
wolves!
on wolves! Goblins riding wolves! Look!
Okay, a couple of the dwarves up front you notice, specifically Gorham and his entourage, the couple of dwarves that he were standing around him, kind of look around, and you notice one of them point and shout. Now you're still a couple 100 feet from them,
Yeah.
but you shout at them,
okay.
and you see one of them point, and it looks like they are now aware of the danger.
Okay. Oh, man.
Meanwhile,
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Indigo, you hear a familiar goblin voice from the courtyard shout, Walawang, watavoo, yabadawawa! Kill them, you're impervious to damage now, my loyal friends! And two goblins come rushing forward with swords drawn to attack you and Yeffi. They both miss terribly, swinging wide, clanging their swords against the doorway as they come rushing forward to the attack. Indigo, what do you do?
So I have to. If I'm not, I don't have my sword anymore. So
you notice, by the way, that the goblin attacking you has got a crossbow bolt sticking out of his shoulder.
Aha! It takes a whole round for me to drop my crossbow and pull out a spear, and I'm not able to attack with it, right?
No. If you're just gonna let the crossbow fall wherever it may, it's a spear. Yeah, it's a spear. Yeah, you must have that either that's stuck in the ground somewhere and you have to go grab it, or it's strapped to your back. Either way, it'll take a round to go get it.
Could I pull out my spear and at the same time kick this goblin with my knife boot?
Yes.
Ooh, the knife.
I'm gonna do that.
I forgot about the knife.
What's the spear?
Great.
And just
You reach over,
nice.
you grab a hold of the spear, you stomp the heel so that the knife blade
Classic.
sticks out, and you make an attack roll. Make it a ballistic roll.
This thing is great. Oh, I didn't roll very well. 9.
You're unfortunately your foot it dodges backward as it says the glint of the steel blade just passes just in front of its face, and it goes Yeffi.
This is definitely our coolest fight.
Is there any... So the one goblin trying to attack her, is it possible to still try to take a pea shot inside the chamber to Mr. Fancy Pants?
Yeah. Yeah, you can ignore the one swinging a sword at you and just continue to try and fire your crossbow at him. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right. It's 15?
Yeah.
Sweet. 2!
You hear a shout, ah! Oh, God! Oh, it hurts! Oh, it hurts so much!
Oh, jeez. Oh, God, really milking it. Come on, yeah.
Ah!
Bruno, what are you doing?
Okay, can I get any kind of rough estimate on how many goblins plus wolves are heading towards the dwarves right now?
You would say like 6 to 10. You're only seeing like 3 actual wolf riders, but you see some goblins on foot.
Okay.
It does look like less goblins than dwarves.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna keep running to meet up with the dwarves and try to fight with them when the wolves attack.
Great. And that basically, the wolf riders go charging in. They clearly catch some of the dwarves by surprise. You hear a lot of shouts as the wolves kind of come racing in. They're moving much faster than those on foot. So a little bit of cavalry charge happens. Clearly catching some of the dwarves by surprise. But you do notice that the 4 Gorham and his 4 friends kind of form this defensive position and start striking back at the wolves.
Right.
Definitely a bit of a gory fight going on down there, and you're just running to try and catch up with them because again they are a couple hundred feet
far away, right?
from
Yeah,
you, so
okay.
you're running down the path to get to them. Meanwhile, the goblins again lunge forward to attack Indigo and Yeffi. Indigo, your AC again was 4, right?
Yeah.
And that is a miss, but Yeffi, I've gotten an 18 here. I assume you're not AC 2.
No. No, that hits me. Ow! Ow! It hurts so bad!
The goblin comes forward and very tentatively, like looking very nervous, jabs its spear at you for 1 point of damage.
Ow! What? Ow! What are you doing? Ow! That was a good.
And you,
Like your form is excellent, but you're. What is
and
that?
you see, the two of you see the dress-clad Gutbag continuing to whine and whimper and complain and retreat back into the courtyard to a point where you can no longer see him.
Gutbag.
Oh, but you can hear him. Oh, God. Oh. Mistress's wizard's robes did not protect me. Why? Why have your magics failed?
Oh my god.
Indigo, what are you doing?
I want to stab this goblin with my spear this time.
Great.
8.
No, it
man.
dodges out of the way. Yeffi.
I'm gonna throw the crossbow down and take out the short sword and slash at this goblin
Okay, great.
that
You
poked
can
me with
do
a
that.
spear.
You could do that because it is a sword in a scabbard. It's easy to just pull it out and make an attack.
You get in real close. Oh no! I'm in 5.
Oh, it carries it to the side with the hilt, with the handle of the spear. Oh no! Bruno, you are continuing to run towards the fight. You can see that the trailing goblins have now caught up, and there's just this big swirling melee of dwarves and goblins. However, you see a little knot of dwarves reach up and yank one of the goblins off of the wolf, and it just disappears into the throng and gets pummeled and stomped, and the wolf quickly retreats from the fight.
Okay. Have I reached them, or do I still have to keep running?
You're going to need one more full round of running to reach the group.
Okay, if I pull out my sling, can I hit them with a sling, or is that still going to be too far away? I don't know what the range
Let me look at the range of a
is.
sling. Let's find out.
Or my copper tea kettle, I can just hurl that.
Put the tea kettle in the sling.
And
And sling it.
I should have brought the damn skull staff.
You could sling them from here. You are certainly at long range, though, so it'll be at -2.
All right, I mean, I'll pull out the sling, because I can pull out my daggers for free.
Okay,
Too,
you got your
right?
sling
Okay.
out.
All right, so I pull out the sling, and I try to hit one of the goblins also riding a wolf.
Very good.
13?
Is that including the -2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Wow.
You managed to hit one of the
Unbelievable.
goblins.
Damn. What a night for Bruno. For 4 points of damage. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the day of Bruno.
And the goblin just goes tumbling right off the wolf. You smack him right in the head, and he goes tumbling off.
This is too. Bruno almost can't take this much success in one night. He's really kind of looks around like, something bad's about to happen. I'm ready for it. You know, someone's got to dunk on me real soon.
Excellent. The goblins continue their half-hearted attempts to kill Indigo and Yeffi, missing terribly. And meanwhile, Indigo, you notice sneaking up behind the goblin that you are fighting is Valagira, who swings her hammer at its head, and actually hits him.
This is our best fight.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just caves in the back of his head with her hammer, and he drops to the ground in front of you.
Oh.
His skull completely caved in.
Wow. All right.
And she's take that, you filthy cur!
Damn.
What do you want to
Even
do, Indigo?
Valagira getting in on it.
I'll try to stab the other goblin that Yeffi is fighting.
Very good.
Oh, that's better. 16
That's a hit.
for 3 points of damage.
Great. And that goblin goes down.
All right.
I told you there's weedy goblins.
Yeffi, what are you doing?
I'm going to slink into the tower
Okay.
and
You head
start
into
going towards the pain.
You head into the tower, and you can see an obvious trail of blood in the courtyard leading back up the staircase.
Okay. I'm going to start following it.
Very good. Very good.
Sleepy.
Okay.
Should have got that crossbow.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Oh well.
I guess I'm gonna run into range and continue slinging at goblins on wolves.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me another attack roll.
I'm no longer at -2?
Correct.
keep going?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty good. 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
I'm actually
Wow.
way better at this than I am at melee fighting, incidentally. Notably for 2 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. You strike. Your stone strikes the remaining wolf rider. He looks dazed, but he still holds onto his seat. But then a dwarf reaches up and grabs his leg and yanks him down. And you realize now that the dwarves, although they've taken some casualties, and certainly there are some wounded dwarves on the ground, you think that they definitely have the upper hand at this point, and the goblins are starting to retreat where they can. And in fact, the goblins are attempting to retreat in your direction, Bruno. Up the hill, up the path.
Oops.
Problem. It's a problem.
Indigo, what are you doing?
Can I see any of the melee?
You can certainly hear it, but no, you can't see it because it's a ways down the road. You can see you can see like distant torches bobbing, and so you know kind of it's over there, and you can hear the noise of combat, but it's distant enough that you can't see the details.
I'm gonna go in after Yeffi, and I'm gonna say to Valagira, you should stick with us. We could keep you safe.
All right.
I guess the mob will join up with us here.
Hi.
And I'll go in after you.
And she like you can see that both of the front doors have been knocked free of their hinges, and so clearly they're not going to have any trouble getting into the tower.
Excellent.
I mean, you don't think we should just wait for all the dwarves to come rushing in and kill all the remaining goblins?
Well, I wanna make sure my friend doesn't get ambushed. If you want to stay here and wait for them, you be my guest. But
yeah, I think I'll do that. I think maybe I'll do that. That sounds better.
all right, give a shout if you need us.
I will. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. And I'll head back. I'll head in
Yeffi,
after
what are you doing?
Yeffi is, as her normal slinker fashion, going to go up those stairs following the blood trail.
Okay, you follow
Going
the blood
after
trail.
that TR.
They lead up the stairs, and back down along the platform to door number 4, the same door that you saw that creature emerge from the first time.
Door closed.
It is.
My favorite question in this game. Is it locked?
It does not seem to be. No. You feel at it. Looks like it'll open. Do you push it open?
I'm going to push it open where I'm against the wall. And I just do one of these quick, like, ha! Open!
Okay.
So I'm...
Door bangs open.
Look inside.
You look inside. You can see a large bedroom. There is, again, it's that trapezoid shape. There are doors to the left and right. The room itself appears to be very nicely appointed bedroom. There's a large 4-poster bed, and you can see through though the curtains are mostly drawn on the 4-poster bed, you can clearly see what appears to be the lump of Gutbag laying on the bed with the blankets pulled up over his head, kind of whimpering. There's all kinds of stuff scattered about the room. You can see there's a large wooden chest. There's clothes scattered around all over the floor. There's hanging on one wall. You see there's a portrait of Etelka Herzen. What do you do, Yeffi?
This is just sad. Yeffi is going to pull off the sheet, pointing her sword at Gutbag, and says, "Just surrender, I'm gonna kill you."
Ah! Gutbag looks at you in terror. "Please don't kill me." And
yeah.
Let's end there tonight.
Wow.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's upsetting.
What a weird session.
Indeed.
That was
Indeed.
our worst fight and our best fight in the same 2 hours.
I feel like Indigo really got carried here.
Oh. Yeah,
man.
Indigo's so used to being the star of the show. Anytime there's a fight,
The fights, at least.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I was 100% sure as soon as you were out of the fight that was it. Like we had to do something.
And we're fighting.
We legit could not fight. Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Usually Indigo's out of the fight, we're already taking critical hits.
The fight, yeah, the rest of us already in crit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Usually.
Man.
Yeah, the minute Indigo's done, we're like, oh, we're done. And then Gutbag turns around the corner and we're like, oh, maybe we could talk to it? What's going on?
Yeah, that was great
Man.
play from both of you. That was excellent.
The friggin' pretending to be being morphed magically into a horrible creature was really put a good spin on a really, really stupid plan.
Thank you for coming in there and pretending to be a wizard in the first place and just being like,
I appreciate someone in chat suggests that Bruno is about 50% likely to now think he really does have magical powers, which I think is an accurate estimation.
The weird part is that as a charlatan, I could actually use magic if Yeffi were smart enough.
Great.
That's great. I thought going to get help from the dwarves was a great idea. Very good tactic.
That was excellent.
I don't know how and why that morphed into them forming a mob and storming up there.
It seems appropriate, you know?
It felt good. It felt right at the time.
They were feeling hyped up. They were ready to go.
Like Indigo is all like, okay, now here's the information, and both Bruno and Yeffi are like, yeah, let's go get him. Let's do it. Let's get him, make a mob. Let's get him riled up.
Fantastic. Excellent. All right. Well, that wraps us up for the evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight in our crazy misadventures, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Everybody.